Today's gonna be a good day. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night person, like big time creatively and just overall. Like I have a really hard time going to sleep really early. But I know that if I don't, I'm gonna have a really tough day. So I've become a morning person within these last 5 years, I guess you could say. But out of necessity, I'm still, if I could be asleep right now, I'd still be asleep. We're really good at highlighting problems and being super vocal about problems, but that's it. It stops there. And I think it's an injustice to highlight a problem and an issue and not yourself be willing to do something about it. So I can't be like, wow, look at this issue of no showers. This is an injustice. The city should be doing this. This should be, everyone always is like, it's someone else's problem. I pay my taxes. They should take care of it. Instead of us being like, hey, you know what? I think I have some power within my capacity to make a difference and to try to do something. And if more people did that, instead of just highlighting what's wrong, and try to focus and build something that's right. I mean, everybody can. It doesn't mean they have to start an organization, but align themselves to just do something instead of just highlighting what's wrong in the world. I am a portrait photographer, but I consider myself a storyteller above all else. And there's multiple things that have stemmed from storytelling, which is now I run a grassroots nonprofit organization called Humanity Showers, where we provide mobile showers for the homeless community. It all stems from storytelling. All the way hidden behind the boxes, bro. They don't want you to buy the waffle mix. Everybody loves waffles. You'll probably even eat one. Maybe. It was a little bit more expensive than usual. Winco would have been like 50 bucks. You know what's still like the #1 requested item overall? Is still water. Because like there's not water fountains anymore like there used to be. Remember there used to be water fountains everywhere? Now there's like nowhere to get water just easily. And so I always try to have a pack of water.
Morning.
Good morning.
Wake up to you. Good morning.
Nice to see you.
You too.
I'll start giving you the hygiene stuff for now, Roger. This is new clothes, Roger. There's some good stuff in here. You might want to go through it, see if you find anything good. Hey, what's up, bro? Shower trailer concept comes from music festivals. I grew up going to concerts where you would stay the night and they would have shower trailers. So I knew that was something that was already available. They weren't being used for the homeless at that time though. They were used in fire camps and natural disasters, concerts, but not for the homeless. So right now we're just what we try to do is try to get people in as fast as we can early. Because right now there's already like 10 people here. In order to like mitigate conflict and stuff, we try to get people in and out of here that want to leave as fast as possible. Some people just want to shower and leave. And so that's what we're trying to do. But coffee is always #1. Coffee's king here. Just flip it from cup to cup like this.
I poured maple syrup in there, but I won't mix.
We always give out free clothing or like just basic necessities, shoes, underwear, socks. Then we give out hygiene. And then just as the day carries on, more partners will set up. But this is like the skeleton humanity crew. How was that breakfast burrito?
It was amazing.
The thing was good, right?
Yes, it was, and I was starving too.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Thing slap, bro. I try to get breakfast and showers going right away. Because some people just want to eat, take a shower, and leave. They don't want to be here all day. I don't blame them.
Oh yeah, look at that.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Nice.
Do you like it more golden than that?
Wow, look at that.
Do you like
That's
it?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, you're bomb, brother.
Right there?
Yeah.
Hey, can I get you a cup of coffee, man? What about you, man?
Thank you.
You want some more?
Want whipped cream?
Sí, no miel.
¿No más miel?
Ajá.
Tú dime cuándo.
Ok. Así está bien.
¿Así?
Muchas gracias.
Well, because when I talk to people, they were always saying people only care about us because they're being paid to care about us. And then that just always stuck with me. I'm like, and then you go to nonprofits and churches or this or that. A lot of the people, it's just a job for them. Or ask yourself this question: if I wasn't being paid to do what I do, would I still do it? And most people would say no. And so I just wanted people experiencing homelessness to know that we loved and cared about them because we wanted to, not because it was my job to. And it's just shifted the whole culture of everything we do.
Hey, brother.
You want a waffle? Yes, please. Throughout the day, 4 or 5 people will come, 4 or 5 people will leave. Starting since 7 a.m. when we got here, you saw there was already 11 people, and those 11 people are already gone. But then there's now a new 11 people. So on average, we'll see about 100 people come and go in this space every Wednesday. It's pretty cool. And not everyone is homeless, like I said. So like there's a good amount of people that I could point out here, like my brother right here. He's from the low-income senior apartments, and they just come and hang out, have breakfast, cup of coffee, paint, make some friends. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for putting this on.
Yeah, what's your name? I really don't believe money is the answer to the problems. But I just really believe that it's more in community coming together. That's the solution. So that's kind of why I'm like, instead of giving money, come and be involved in what we're doing. Just whatever you're passionate about, bring that into the space. If you're creative, if you're a hairstylist, if you're whatever you care about, just bring that to the space. We're gonna go drop off this shuttle van, supplies truck, back in Vista, and pick up a truck to come pick up the shower trailer. We provided about 55 showers this morning. Clothes, some art, just hanging out, a good little day of community. And so it's one of my favorite places. Somebody's gonna like call me out for not holding the steering wheel the right way. Yeah, like, here you go. It's most of the time I drive like this. The absolute worst for an airbag in my face. But what's most important is feeling safe, like being cared about. Because like a person won't take a shower if they don't feel safe. So we'll have a lot of first-time guests come and not shower because they're not sure if they can be safe. It's like a really vulnerable place to be, like in a room, removing all your clothes, having all your items. The most vulnerable that you could be is taking a shower. So people won't shower unless they feel safe. And so our goal is to create a safe space where people feel like loved and cared about, and then a shower. Picking up the shower trailers, connecting them, fill them up with propane, having them clean, and getting them ready for the next outreach. Like this shower, next time will be used. Today's Wednesday. The next big event we'll be using it at is on Saturday in Santa Ana. So we're gonna go fill it up with propane, make sure it's ready to go. Implicit bias is unconscious thoughts that you have, that you harbor against others, whether it be learned or taught. Most of the time it's just from our upbringing, but sometimes, so like let's just say an implicit bias would be automatically you see me, automatically your mind makes up a story of me and you think something of me, whether it be good or bad. And a lot of times when it comes to people experiencing homelessness, you see them, automatically you'll think whatever you want to think about them. Most of the time, the stereotypes associated are negative. I don't even need to name them, but we know what they are. And so, unfortunately, you can't eradicate bias in your mind, like it's just there, but you can become aware of it. And then a way to overcome negative stigma and negative stereotypes is not only two ways, but these are two main ways. One would be by creating inferences or interactions So one would be interacting with that person who's experiencing homelessness, having a conversation, which then allows new information to come, which then challenges the stigmas and stereotypes. The second way would be new information, learning. So reading stories, which then kind of creates an interaction and an experience that introduces new inferences to your mind, which allows you to challenge the stigmas and stereotypes. So like you'll always have stigmas, stereotypes in your mind, but you can become aware of them. And then so when the thought comes in your mind that may be negative, you challenge it. That's pretty much the rule for people on the streets. We see them, we formulate a story in our mind that most of the time is untrue about these individuals. As soon as we open one, let's get her in there. At this location, we'll do about 250 showers a week, at least, yeah. We give people 15 minutes, but most people will take less or some will take more. So it averages out to 20 people an hour. Kango's are pretty cool. That's his little dog, Mino. He's homeless and he helps us clean the showers. For the most part, I don't come to showers at this location every day, and it's ran by a 100% homeless team, which is pretty cool. Here, walk over here. Number 3, I went to school for negotiation, conflict resolution, and peace building is what I got my degree in. But then as the mode of peace building, I chose storytelling. And so that's kind of where my degree kind of plays a role in what I do, is that telling stories to kind of help bridge divides. And then the camera just happens to be that bridge for me. I used to just record all this stuff on my cell phone, on voice memos. And I like the simplicity of that. Yeah. But it'd pick up too much background noise. But Michael Jackson actually recorded his Thriller album with these mics.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like a random, weird little fact.
You got the greatest lady over there.
Oh yeah?
Right walking down the sidewalk.
Oh, Tiffany?
Yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah, I interviewed her before.
You did?
Funny guy. I bought batteries from him last time. I was like, I'll sell you double A, it's 20 bucks. I was like, come on, bro, 20 bucks, that's a ripoff, bro. And those batteries were like dead. All used. Funny stuff. I've interviewed now about, realistically, like 800 people. We're gonna start this interview.
Okay.
So my name is Jordan Verdin, and I've been working on this project for the last 8 years. And the main purpose behind it is to help shift people's perception of what they think when they see someone who's homeless or experiencing homelessness, so that at the end of the day, no matter what, they see that Mary or Joseph, that you're still human, that you're not defined by your circumstance, that you're not defined by what you're experiencing. So Mary, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I grew up in Valley Center, which is east of Oceanside, but I started working when I was 14 as my dad had a heart attack. So I kind of started working to help my parents and did independent study and graduated high school, and worked until about 2017 when I had my own health issues, and my mom got really sick. So I helped take care of her until her passing.
Did you ever think that you'd end up on the street?
No, never in a million years. That was one of my, and I'm going to cry, but that was one of my biggest fears when we found out we were losing the house and we couldn't find anything. That's one thing I kept saying is, I don't want to be homeless. That's one thing I don't think I could handle. And you know what? If you could handle this, you could handle anything.
Yeah, resiliency for sure.
Yeah, and trying to keep a smile on your face no matter what you're going through, and pass that along to everybody else. It's definitely been hard, but I still try to keep a smile on my face no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, if you can handle being married to Joseph, you can handle anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I'm just kidding.
My want is for people to be able to not be judgmental and smile at somebody, go out of the way and say, are you having an okay day? Talk to them. Don't just walk by and not acknowledge, because that hurts more than anything.
Yeah. One of the hardest things to come by is privacy and space on the street. And if I had a studio, but then trying to get people to the studio, and so this allows me to create a street studio, it just creates some type of intimacy. Sometimes I'll do the interview and then, okay, look, we'll do the portrait in a few days from now. Or sometimes we'll do them both at the same time, just because there's like a little bit of We had a somewhat of a connection. She kind of started crying, sharing a little bit about her story. So then that will translate in the photograph like she's being connected and open with me right now. So when I take her picture, that will translate more than it would tomorrow. I use this same diffuser for all my portraits. A beauty dish, 24-inch beauty dish. Most of the time it's used for like models, and that's why it has a nice little reflector. And it makes the light very flattering. They use it on a lot of makeup artists and all that kind of stuff. But I like using it on the street because it's kind of like the beauty of the street. I interviewed pretty much everybody out here, and so they all kind of know that the stuff's mine. And so I can leave my stuff. I've left it out like this for a long time and nobody will take it, which is pretty cool. There's people, and this is not a shot at any creator or even yourself, that will just come out here, and this will probably maybe be the only time you'll ever come out here, and that's okay. But the people that see me, they know that I'll come out here every single week, every single day. And so it's not just like, oh, let me just take a picture of you and never see or care about you again. They know that I'll be here again tomorrow, the next day, the next day. And so it means something. And so they take care of me. I've had people that have wanted to like fight me and have problems with me, and they stand up for me and protect me. It's pretty cool. You ready, Mary? Actually, I think we could do it right here. Okay, you ready? So you look right into the lens down here. 1, 2. It's gonna be one of the most common stories that you're gonna start hearing more of. First time homeless ever in her life. They sold the house she lived in and she couldn't find anywhere affordable to live. And that's a very, very common story of a lot of people in the streets. You know, she has 0 substance abuse problems, 0 drug problems, just clearly lack of access of affordable housing. That's probably the image I'll use right there. How does it feel to do your story and all that? Does it feel weird? Or?
No, I like to be able to kind of get it out because it helps me too.
Yeah. Let's do that same kind of pose that you were just doing, like that. You like it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it so much.
Appreciate it. You don't even know.
I've met a lot of people like that now for the first time, that the reason why they're on the streets or sleeping in their car, it's because they just make enough to cover rent and that's it. So almost every person that we've hired that's come through our organization has got off the streets because like their self-confidence has been boosted up. I tell people, I'm like, if you can deal with people at showers, you can deal with anything. And I'm like, so if you can thrive here, you can thrive anywhere. I'm like, this is the hardest thing you're gonna do. And so they succeed in the program, and you see them succeeding in their everyday life, which has been really cool. I don't see him right now. They might be outside. Hey, what's up, mister?
He's helping me pick fruit.
What you doing, huh? Oh my goodness. What'd you do today, huh? So this is the most important part of my life. So like my wife and I, we thought we weren't gonna be able to have kids. And we weren't able to have kids for the first 2 years, actually. And so then it was like a miracle from God that we had him. And so it's just like he's the joy of my life. Like the most important thing in my entire world was right here. My wife is as well, but it's a little special something. It's made me more conscious with my time, because understanding that the one thing and one place that I can never have another opportunity is right here. And I know that I only have one opportunity with him at 9 months. Somebody 40 years ago cared about my dad. You know, that's really what this all stems from, like everything I do. My dad was a drug addict. My grandfather died of alcoholism. My dad was 2 years old. My grandmother died from domestic violence in the house we lived in when I was 3 years old. It's just generations of trauma And somebody took the time to have a conversation with my dad. And it shifted the entire legacy and culture of our family. And so what I really try to do is just have conversations with people that hopefully prompt a window for them to have the same opportunity that was extended to us. And it just stems from something so simple of just caring about something, just because, in hopes of that person could maybe have a different life if they want to.